everybody, it's Robbie here, and I'm coming to you today with a bite-sized review of this series of books offered by Timberdoodle. It is a series of true stories from World War II, amazing World War II stories, and there's 4 of them in this series, but Timberdoodle offers this as one book, so it would come in, one book with all 4 of these stories in it. I am not an affiliate for them. I do not get commissions from them. This is not sponsored in any way. And so they sent me this series of books for my honest review. And so I allowed my son to read these. Now, just so you know, Timberdoodle is similar to any other curriculum supply company like, Rainbow Resource or a Christian book, but with a curated selection of items. So not only are they very particular about what they carry, but they compile kits that you can purchase that include items from all different kinds of vendors. They do not publish their own curriculum. So they put together kits from a curated list of items that they feel like would be the most beneficial to a family who's homeschooling. And then they do have some freedom within those kits to substitute or swap items. That's the same thing, right? For instance, if you feel like you need a 5th grade math, but a 3rd grade language arts, there's some liberty, some freedom there to swap those out for different levels, or even in some cases there are alternate selections you can make. If you didn't want, say, Math UC, you could go with Horizons or whatever. And they have a ton of really nice pieces, and I have enjoyed everything I've ever gotten from Timberdoodle. And I like it because it doesn't overwhelm me to go to their site and take a look at what they have compared to Rainbow Resource, which they offer everything under the sun. And I know Timberdoodle is very selective about what they carry, and they will not carry an item if they do not feel like it is worth carrying. And so when they offered to send this out, I really wanted to take a look at this because my son is a very good reader, but he prefers graphic novels over chapter books, hands down. And so I like a literature approach to history especially. And although he will read the chapter books I assign him, he is way more apt to be excited about a graphic novel. This is just one series in a list of series that Timberdoodle carries related to history that are graphic novels. Anyway, let me just dive in here. So these are true stories from World War II set in a graphic novel format. And so this one was his favorite, but he really had a hard time choosing. He really enjoyed all of these. So we have The Unbreakable Zamperini, and he was a prisoner of war and was tortured and was able to withstand the torture and not disclose any of the secrets that were being demanded of him. The Navajo Code Talkers, these were the Navajo Indians that were able to send messages to other soldiers in their native language, which could not be interpreted by the enemy. And so they were very instrumental during World War II. This is called the U.S. Ghost Army, which is fascinating because I didn't know anything about this until I saw the book. But they used fake vehicles and other special effects to make the enemy think that they were a larger and more dominating force than what they really were at the time. So, and then this one is the Night Witches at War. The Soviet Union had these women pilots that would fly at night. And not only did they fly at night, but they didn't have any of the modern technology that we have now with, infrared and whatnot. It was a very risky thing for them to do, and they were very brave. So that's what this story was about. So anyway, he loved them all. He did pick a favorite, but it was this one, The Unbreakable Zamperini. I think he found it fascinating, that this man was able to withstand the torture and not disclose the secrets that they were trying to get out of him. But he really loved them all. Once he picked this one, he really couldn't decide between the rest. I think he said this was his favorite, but then He's like, really, I love them all. So he was 9 at the time. He just turned 10 yesterday, just had a birthday. So let me just flip through this real quick so you can see. The artwork is really well done. And all the text, although the text is small, there's just not too much on a page, so it's certainly not overwhelming. But I like how these are able to tell the stories without, overwhelming the student, but still getting the point across, especially because there's so many beautiful illustrations. Navajo code talkers. Again, beautiful illustrations. Not too much text. Also, at the end of each book, they give a glossary of terms. They also give a list of other resources that you can use as reading material on this topic. And then there's also some critical thinking questions as well. And they also give a list of internet sites where you can get more information as well. So if you just wanted to use this as a unit study, there's plenty here to do that. This is the U.S. Ghost Army. It's interesting to see the artwork on this one. It has more of an ethereal feel to it, which I think is interesting considering the topic. Again, with the glossary and the questions, the books, and the internet links. And then we have the Night Witches at War. Glossary, read more, critical thinking questions, and internet sites. So anyway, that is this series. I plan on I'll call these bite-sized reviews when I do individual products, and short videos on them. Anyway, thank you so much for visiting my channel today. If you're interested in this series, again, it's going to be one book. It's a one-book compilation rather than 4 individual books if you order from Timberdoodle. And I'll be sure to have that link below if you're interested. Again, it's not an affiliate link. It just, it will indicate to them whose video or whose blog post the recommendation came from, but that's it. So anyway, thank you so much for coming to my channel today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.